Hello, sweet friends, and welcome back to Fucked If I Know the podcast, episode 18. I put it on my September goals to have 20 recorded podcasts, so fingers crossed we're getting them all done today so that I can hit my September goal. But before we kick off, I just want to read out one of my recent reviews from a lovely listener. Their name is 99moi99999, and I'm just here for all those angel numbers. Beautiful. And it cut out because it was such a long review, which is really fucking lovely. But I'm going to read to you the lovely thing that she said because I just want to celebrate it. So she says, I love listening, or he, could be a he actually, good point. I love listening to Gabby. First up, she's a photographer and I strive to be like her with my business. Thank you very much. She loves to F-bomb, which is so me, and it's a breath of fresh air to hear someone rattle it off. And lastly, she says what we might want to say, but we probs think we shouldn't. I've now fully realized that the voice is a little one, so listen to it properly. That money comes, money grows, and then it ends at the end of that review. But thank you so much for that beautiful review. Guys, you know, I appreciate so much hearing back from you. Even if you can't leave a review on iTunes, just shooting a message to me on Instagram is always so fucking appreciated, because you wonder sometimes if your podcast fall on deaf ears. So if you love the podcast, a quick message on Instagram, a review, or a share of your favorite episode means the fucking world to me. But that aside, let's dive into episode 18, the topic of the week. And so this week I am giving you a bit of a bitch slap. So it's a bit of a hard one. So if you're in an emotional, sensitive mood, or you're a Cancerian or water sign like me and you're a sensitive sausage at the moment, then this is probably not the episode for you. So you can just skip on by and come back later. But this is a bit of a bitch slap episode. It's a bit of a wake up and smell the fucking roses. Is that even the thing? I don't know. Anyway, it's a bitch slap episode because something that I'm noticing is that a lot of you guys out there are wanting to make change, right? You're wanting to leave your job. You're wanting to find a relationship. You're wanting to manifest money. You're wanting to do all the fucking things, which I applaud and I'm so here for. You know, I'm all about that. And you say that you want to do it, but then when an opportunity comes your way, you don't fucking take it. Whether this is from me or from somebody else or literally any scenario, an opportunity comes your way, an opportunity to interview for a new job or apply for a new job, an opportunity to take a course that is directly related to the thing that you want to fucking know, a free resource being thrown your way, say this podcast or say a blog post or fucking anything, a free resource is thrown your way with a little activity that you need to do in it, and you don't do it. You don't even listen to it. You just think, oh, that's not going to work for me, or I can't be bothered, or whatever like fucking plethora of excuses that you've got, you end up throwing out there and just avoiding doing the work. Now, I get it. We are creatures of comfort. I've told you guys before, in episodes before, that our brains are hardwired to look for scenarios and situations that validate our current experience about ourselves. So if you think you're a lazy person, your brain will look for reasons to validate that. If you think you're a fit person, your brain will look for reasons to validate that, opportunities to validate that as well. So when you have the intention, right, you've got an intention to improve yourself, an intention to change something about yourself or your life. If your core belief about yourself is that you're not that kind of person, then you're not actually going to go ahead and do it. You're not going to go ahead and actually make that decision, buy into the course, take the leap or whatever, because your fundamental belief about yourself doesn't match up to that experience. Your brain doesn't vibe with it, so it doesn't make it happen. But we know, and I harp on about this all the fucking time, that you can choose to tell your brain to think differently. You can choose to think differently. You can choose to be the person who gets up early and does yoga. You can choose to be the person who writes a book. You can choose to be somebody who's good at math, who is great with their finances, who can manifest like a motherfucker. You actually choose that version of yourself, because you are born into this world with no prior beliefs about yourself, no limiting beliefs, nothing. They are actually implemented. Like you start to integrate, those beliefs through scenarios, situations, things around you, choices that you make. We're heavily influenced by our environment. But we can't just kind of like go, oh, well, I'm just this way because I've always been this way, or I'm this way because my parents were this way. Grow the fuck up. Make a choice to choose differently. Like nobody else is going to do this shit for you. And again, I know this is really harsh, but we're fucking going there. Nobody is going to live your life for you. No one is going to make decisions for you. No one's coming. No one's on a fucking white horse in shining armor to come and save you from your situation. No one's coming to help you. You must do it yourself. You must take the fucking action. You must override that belief about yourself and decide to choose differently. There is literally science that backs this. There's science that backs the reason why we do things and how our thoughts are so fucking powerful in dictating what we do, what opportunities we take, and even what opportunities we fucking see around us. So if you're the kind of person who sits there and goes, oh, I'm actually quite a negative person, or I'm quite cynical, or I don't believe in this, or I don't like that, or I'm not very positive, or positive people are fucking wankers, or whatever hang-ups you've got about whatever in the world, that is the experience that you will have in this world. That is what you will embody. That is what you will attract. And I know it's hard when you've lived, your whole life in one state of being. You've lived your whole life with one belief about yourself. It's really fucking hard to change it. I get it. I understand it. I still have bouts of negativity. Surprisingly, I still have bouts of cynicism. I have my mum and my partner throw back at me at times like, oh God, like practice what you preach. You can't tell people this shit and then not embody it. So I still go through this shit sometimes. I'm not saying that it's easy, but I know what I would prefer. I would prefer to live a fucking life that lights me up. I would prefer to be positive. I would prefer to think optimistically rather than negatively. And it takes work. But the thing is, it's just a little micro increment of work that you can do every single day. So I'm not saying you have to wake up tomorrow and be like the most positive person in the world. Unrealistic, unsustainable, not going to fucking happen. But you need to start taking micro incremental actionable steps to get you towards becoming the person that you want to be. You need to set the alarm earlier and just try. You need to take the opportunities and resources that are put towards you and fucking utilize them. You need to reach out to the community of people who have offered to help you. I cannot tell you how fucking frustrating it is. I'll put something on Instagram. God bless you guys. I love you. But honestly, let's pull your head in. I mean this with so much love. Probably gonna lose a whole bunch of followers because this, but whatever. If you need to hear it, then this is the message. You got a warning. I cannot fucking stand it. I'll put on Instagram. All right. Who wants to manifest some money? I'll give you a free fucking resource. I'll give you a free advice, free fucking advice to get you manifesting money. People are like, yeah. The only action they need to do is message me. Guess who messages me? 2 or 3 people. And you've got hundreds of people voting on these polls because you say that you want it, but maybe you really fucking don't because you don't want to take the action step towards it. You don't want to do the work. It's easier to sit there and be miserable. It's easier to sit there and fucking sit in a pity party than it is to do work. And it's easier to sit there and just hope that somebody else is going to come along to fix it when they fucking won't. I can give you all the free information. I can give you all the paid information. I can give you the classes, the resources, the tools, but I cannot implement them for you, and neither can anybody else. You must want it badly enough for yourself that you are prepared to do the work. Yes, you will fall off the wagon. Yes, you will fall out of habits. Yes, you will fall back into bad habits. This shit will happen because you're a human being and it's totally fucking normal. But what counts is what you do in the majority. So if the majority of the time you're trying, the majority of the time you're implementing these resources, the majority of the time you're trying to think more positively or work on your brain or work on your mindset or your body or whatever it is, if the majority of the time you're doing that, it outweighs the other side, minority, right? I lost my words. It outweighs the minority. So occasionally you're going to slip up. Occasionally you're going to fall out of whack. But the cool thing is you can pick up and start again right fucking now. If you've fallen out of your manifestation practice, if you have fallen out of your mindset practice, your journaling, your gratitudes, your meditating, your eating healthy, whatever the fuck you choose, if you have fallen off the wagon, just start again right now. One of the best things I saw on TikTok, God bless TikTok, favorite place in the world to be right now. The best things I saw was this kind of thing going around like share the habit that you implemented that's changed your life. And the one that has stuck with me so much that I learned on TikTok was make a habit of getting back into habits. Make a habit of it because you're going to fall out of them. It's unrealistic to think that you'll only drink water for the rest of your life or that you're going to stick to a fitness regime for the rest of your life or that you're going to stick to a social media practice for the rest of your life. Unrealistic. Not going to fucking happen. Understand that you're a human, that shit happens, life happens, things happen. You're going to fall off the wagon, but all you need to do is get back on again. Literally, right now. You can stop this episode and you can go start doing the fucking thing. You can go journal. You can message your friends and say, hey guys, like let's practice gratitudes together. You can message me and be like, all right, I missed the money manifestation practice. What the fuck is it? I'm ready. I'm keen to go now, right? All it takes is a micro action from yourself, and those little micro actions over time add up. And what you'll notice, particularly with mindset work and particularly with trying to change your brain and all this kind of stuff, you're not going to notice a difference in a week, probably not even in a month. You're not going to notice it day by day, but one day you'll turn around and you'll go, oh my God, I'm actually a positive person. I'm that girl. I'm the optimistic person. People are asking me for fucking advice. I promise you, this will fucking happen. One day you'll just turn around and realize that you have made tiny little micro actions every single day that have amounted to one big action. And you kind of hit like a point, like a fucking climax, weird word, where you'll go over and you'll fucking become the thing, right? Don't know if that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Right? 1% a day. Doesn't feel like a lot, but it adds up to 99.9%. And then you do one more day and it hits 100%. And all of a sudden you're that fucking person. There is power in micro action. There's power in micro habits. And I really want you to just do something today that gets you 1% closer to what it is you want to do. 1% fucking closer. Whether it's taking a course, reading a book, meditating, journaling, whatever. I don't give a shit what it is. Whatever makes you fucking happy, take a micro action. A lot of the time people think it's like massive, huge actions that have, like, they're the most groundbreaking, like life-changing things. And they can be, you know, leaving a job, leaving a partner, moving overseas. They can be like the big things in your life that make a fucking huge difference. They definitely do. But I actually would argue that it's all the smaller things that you do on a daily basis that add up to have the biggest reward over time. And I think we also get caught up in time in thinking we're going to run out of time. I've only got so much time to do this, blah, blah, blah. Life is damn long. Yes, it's short, but it's also the longest thing that you're ever going to experience. Literally, the longest thing you're going to experience in your human life is life. So there's no fucking rush. So why not just take your fucking time? Do little things every day that make you feel better. Do little things every day that get you closer to your dream life and your dream goals, and watch that amount over the years to become big fucking things, big changes in your life. Okay? So I know this is a little bit of a hard word, bit of a hard podcast, but get out of your own fucking way. Honestly. Ask yourself, why am I getting in my way? What's holding me back? What am I afraid of? What's the worst that could fucking happen? And then what's the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen about implementing this? What's the best that could happen about changing little micro actions? Like, actually ask yourself, what are the positive things from this? Because your brain does have a negative bias. It'll go to like what's the worst case scenario. And you need to just kind of call yourself out and go, why am I resisting this so fucking much? What is holding me back? Why am I doing this? Why do I make my life so painful for myself? And answer the fucking question honestly. Answer yourself. Answer why is it that you're getting in your way, and start to move past it. Anyone can change their fucking life. Anyone can do it. You are no different from anybody else. You were not born with a special inability to succeed. You are not born with you're not born without the ability to change your fucking life. You were born on this earth as a fresh, clean slate, fresh canvas, and then you have been influenced by your environment. You've been influenced by the people around you. You've been influenced by your experiences. But that does not have to be the rest of your life experience. You get to choose differently. But only you can fucking do that. Only you can do that. You can listen to the podcast, you can read the books, you can take the classes, but unless you start to actually take the fucking action and do the damn thing, nothing is going to happen. So, love you. Love you lots. Thank you for listening. I know it's a heavy episode. Go listen to something else a little bit uplifting if you need it. But I hope this message really struck a chord with you. If it did, shoot me a message. You know I love to hear from you. And I will speak to you in episode 19. Go forth, manifest, take fucking action, get out of your own goddamn way.